Hey, I'm Fish. You see what I'm doing? Sure you can. There you go, little finger sticking out. I could press it with my fingers inside the glove. It just takes a little hard press to do. Much harder than just putting the little finger out. We got something that's called voice command. And voice command works by getting people together and saying start recording, stop recording, pause recording, and so forth. And you take a WAV file and you send it over to DJI. And all the different languages, they just simply play it in a nice natural voice on a speaker to the camera, 1 meter. And if it works, off we go with the wonderful gadget that we got, a gimmick. Oh, Fish, please, don't use the word gimmick. That's not the right word people want to hear. Tool. Well, it's a great tool to have because if you didn't wear a pair of gloves, you'd be pressing the button all day long. But since you're wearing a pair of gloves, put it on voice command. But choose your words wisely. DJI stopped recording. So now when I put my video in the post, and yeah, man, I got something hitting in my glove. I'm not sure what it is. And I have to edit out. DJI start recording. DJI stop recording. Because start may not get on there because it is start after you say the word start. But when you say DJI and here's stop, you're going to hear that. Maybe a light cut works with the camera, that it cuts the clip out for you. I got a magnet inside the glove. How neat is that? Better than Velcro. So it holds the back, but it's not super strong. And every time I move my hand, I feel it. Not enough cushion. I'm about ready to give in and just do the update of V01.03.0330. It really doesn't bother me because I'm in low light shot. And I know when you put active HDR, which I don't have, that's the Ace Pro 2. I know when I put HDR on, because it's automatically on, every shot I do must now face into the light, Fish. Face it into the light. Isn't that what HDR is? Supposed to shoot towards the sun, keep the sun in front of you, so when you're at the buildings, it makes it more in depth that you can see it. It brightens up what's in the foreground, then as well as the background a little. It gives adjustment. That's what they say HDR photography is about, what I've read. Artificial intelligence, that is. It's very helpful, and it made me make my decision a lot faster, sooner than just later. Today, I'm waiting for a package for the Cannondale Adventure 2. Yes, indeed. I'm taking off my old luggage rack, put it back on my Huffy. And I'm getting one that will fit the bike, hopefully, that looks similar to the Cannondale Neos, but it's not from Cannondale. And it makes the bike look a lot better than the one I got that blocks where I have my light and all. I want something that looks more presentable on the bike. As I use Filmora 14, I'm getting used to it, but when I do certain things and I cut a clip out and I want to expand that actual video, it does the next. It doesn't do the one that I wanted to do. And I just got to keep on remembering to make sure I highlight the right video before I enlarge it. Now also, I like the Dissolve 3. But I gotta go every single time to the transitions and pick dissolve 3 if it stays on top. Because if I use mine, then I gotta keep on clicking. I like to have the favorites, my favorites, that's on top that I open up, stay open every single time I'm on the program. If I want to go off of it, then I should be able to go down. So there should be a setup that's what I want. I don't want to look at advertisements all over the place. I want to use what I got, and I want to use it immediately. Maybe I could put it to a hotkey. When I use Magics and my video 1's on the track and I put video 2, all I gotta do is just bring it into video 1. And that cannot be done in Cyberlink, Filmora, CapCut, probably Resolve, and other programs. It cuts the corners, and that's what I want. I want something that does everything in one shot. Simplicity. Then just put it down into the track 1, video 1, and video 2. Bring it over. That just cuts it and puts that clip to the end. I could do that splitting myself. I want that feature added into Filmora. It'd be much appreciated. But, you know, feedback is greatly important to all for Wondershare so they could get it done. One person can't get it done. Sure they can. It just takes time. Fish. Why don't you just do all your edits first? And then when you got everything in the way you want, then just go to transitions and dissolve and just drag them in. You don't have to do it one at a time. Just do a special click on it and it puts it in every single file for you. That's a great idea. I can do that. But my problem is if I shoot video and I put a 3-second stop and I go back to that video where I said put a 3-second stop and then I have to give like a half a second, cut it out, and then the next video when I start and that pause there, and just before I said at the pause there, put it on, and every single video I have to do that, and that takes time. And then once I get it all done, everything should look right. But the thing is, if I just put it in there and do my cuts, it should just work fine, right? Well, time for me to go head into the park, do my little chat, put it on subject tracking, and maybe the next camera will have 4K or something added to subject tracking. But did you know that subject tracking cannot be used on an external battery power bank or your webcam or even, you know, I believe Super Night and probably slow motion and a couple other things. Unless you got video to shoot with a power bank. And they made a stick for that. Well, nobody wants to buy a $100 stick when they got a $10 power bank at home that could do the job. Well, at least I'm happy with what I got and how I use my camera because the battery lasts a very long time. Batteries for extreme cold conditions like so. And how cold is it today? I don't know if Siri's going to work because it's nice and cold. So let's see what Siri's got to say. She's artificial intelligence. Weather.
It's currently partly cloudy and 19 degrees.
All right, 19 degrees. What is it like with the wind chill?
The wind chill is currently 14 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh man, so the wind isn't blowing to be 14 degrees. We always got all these temperatures. We got how windy it is, it's subtle. I feel a little breeze here, and it's a beautiful day, nice blue sky, you got a moon, and you got the stars about, you got a UAV flying the distance that's called an airplane, and it just got a wonderful day, a wonderful start of your day. I got blue. Now I'm on where you don't hear no noise. And I'm not sure how it went on to blue. So I normally keep it where artificial intelligence is on with my primary camera, so it doesn't pick up any noise. So it just picks me up. So it could concentrate on just what you hear in front of the camera. And I go back now to the receiver side mode, and it's on. You got it. No artificial noise reduction. So this DJI mic doesn't lock on and stay locked on to what you choose in one mode as the other mode. And I feel like, oh yeah, maybe I should go after the other model, which is known as the DJI Mic Mini. But it's way too small. It doesn't control as a remote control for other cameras, but it's app driven for certain things, not a lot. And you can do a lot more. You have 3. See how many fingers I'm holding up? 3. 1, 2, 3. You got 3 different noise reductions. DJI still hasn't given us anything in the DJI Mic 2 as the 3 noise reductions. I forget if it's 2. I apologize, because I count off as 1. And I count noise reduction 1 as 2 and noise reduction 2 as 3. Well, I started out with video mode. Then I went into subject tracking mode, and I'm in super night mode. I use these 3 modes. I use what is called the DJI mode, and I like the way it is. I'm not sure why people don't like the camera, but they want certain little things tweaked. Well, couldn't we be given in the camera those manual settings contrast and give us 10 levels, 10 stepless levels? And sharpness, 10 stepless levels. The only thing we got in stepless levels from -3 to +3 about is exposure value. We don't have shutter priority. Yes, we do. We got shutter speed that we could adjust from 1/30th all the way up to 30 seconds in stepless levels. Now we could do our brightness level as well from 0% up to 100%. So why can we not get certain things adjusted? We don't want to become a mini DSLR. We want to still be an action camera. Now, while I'm still in super night, I don't have any control of 8-bit, 10-bit, or color profiling. I'm on regular mode, 8-bit color profile. Yes, indeed. I don't need to do 10-bit if my machine is not 10-bit. 8-bit works mighty fine, and it worked mighty fine for many years when we shot, and the highest all we had was lower than, well, me and Joe gonna have a good time. Yes, indeed. And I gotta take care of a little business. Oh yeah. So I said, I did a lot, shared a lot, showed some. I'm gonna try to work on a backpack, hologram fan, see if I can get onto the 3D toy, my own personal image, if I can, of 700 images on a library that is hard to find. The program doesn't allow. But we'll see what I can do and come up with. And on that note, I'm Fish, and I'll see you on many other vids to come.